So you can see that I've got Thermaltake RGB fans there, Thermaltake AIO water cooling pump, which is a 280 or 240 in there, and RGBs there, and Thermaltake case, Thermaltake power supply, and now I have RGBs everywhere. So actually this is a TT, so if you want Audi TT and you like that cut, no, sorry, got it all wrong. Thermaltake sync controller, that's that. That package is there to have 9 devices, so if you've got a water block by Thermaltake, you'll be able to plug that in. Some of these RGB strips that they've just brought out, you can plug them in. These RGB fans, you can plug them in. If you've got an AIO it's made by Thermaltake, you can plug that in. It's got water, which is reservoir, you can plug that in. And then you can also plug this in, which is an AIO. You can use that with this, and you can use this AIO with this as well. And talking about strips, we've got Pacific Luma Plus strips, and this is by Thermaltake. So these are the strips here. So they've got the 4-pin contact and adhesive 3M at the back there as well. But I think these are magnetic. There's I think magnetic. Here is the. Yep, these are magnetic, so they're magnetic and adhesive as well. So you got that, and then it comes with a box as well. So this supports 16.8 million colours of RGB goodness, and it should be pretty like controlled with the lights. You can use Gigabyte, or you can use Asus, or you can use MSI. You can use all of that. But this one here, it says for Aura Sync for Asus and RGB for Gigabyte, RGB Fusion, I should say. So basically dimensions are 90 times by 90, so a square box by 7.5 mil. So if I get this all up now, you can just have a look what comes in the box. I do like how much stuff they just cram into a box. It does make me laugh. But yeah, people like me and other YouTubers to do with the tech industry have been complaining about these boxes, because the other boxes are quite fairly thick, and if you could just have a few more connections, you could do a few more things to it. And as it's all Thermaltake, it's a bit like Apple. It's just dedicated just for one product, but one product that meets all requirements. So RGB fans, RGB AIO, RGB separate water cooling, RGB water block, etc. So this is good as well. It's not even a Molex connector, it's a SATA connector. So they thought about slim design and slim power straight to this little Thermaltake box. Now this can fit 9 devices, as I said before, and you should be able to fit another box on there if you want. But as you can see, that is quite thin, and you'll be able to get that into the back of a case. Now the other one was quite bulky, and you had to really pack that out or use that on a more higher performance case. Now this case is a mediocre case, but this is good. This can fit into any case if you're using Thermaltake's goods. So it's got like these ports here, so it looks like USB, to be honest with you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've got 3 on each side, and then you've got the controller. We've got 3 controllers on one side. Yep. And then we've got a plug connector as well, and then obviously a power connector to the back. And then you've got these simple instructions as well. So yeah, PMW, LED in, SATA power. So that's not too bad. It's just you can connect 2 of them if you want to together. Actually, what's it saying? Yeah, you can connect 2 of them together, but you can't connect them the wrong way, it's saying. Because if you connect them in the wrong way, it's not very good. 5 volt, that's what they are. They're 5 volt. Actually, Asus is 5 volt. MSI is 5 volt. Gigabyte is VDG. I don't even heard of what VDG is, but you can get the rainbow on the MSI. So if I'm going to literally demonstrate this all because it all makes sense. So you get all these cables. So you get I don't know what that one is, doesn't say, but you got a C, you got a D, and then I don't know what these are because they don't have anything on them. And then you got Velcro as well with a 3M adhesive as well. If you want to stick it in a special place in the box, that's pretty cool. let's have a look what's in this box. Get the RGB strips over that side. Right, so you got me instructions and stuff like that. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This box is, look at this. This fits like 9 different connectors. This one only fits like 5. It's got a micro USB connector there as well, so you can clip things up. They have got so many cables. I like how they're all nicely braided and they don't look horrible or anything like that. So that's a nice braided cable, but it's a flipping Molex, mate. We don't like Molexes, we like SATA. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we've got the micro USB cables here and a USB cable there, and we've got another micro USB cable and another connected insert into the box, which is right here. You click it and it's in the box. What else we got? There we go, for Acer and MSI 4-pin as well cable, if you want to make it and sync it. We've got 2 of them. Okay, so you get 2 cables. So if you want to extend, you can extend. They don't muck up 3 cables, okay. Oh, what am I talking about? Obviously you're going to have 3 cables because you've got 3 strips. So you plug them all in, and then this connects in via USB connector. So I was right, that flat box is USB. Without even looking, I knew it was USB. So you plug it in into the side like so, and you can plug. They give you all the cables that you necessarily need anyway. So you plug that in, and then you plug this into the strip. So if I take one strip off and make sure it's the right way up, so you've got like an arrow on here, and this should be the right way. There we go. So this is saying to plug it in like so. And there you go, you got your strip, and then you can just keep plugging and then plug in more as you go along into your case, however you see fit, or you just use a different box and plug it in a different place. Now, what I like about this is the fact that you can plug it into a different place, so you don't have to have them connect through a whole chain of one box or one through one motherboard, because if you plug it into, say, like a header on the new motherboards, you got one at the top, one at the bottom, but then you got to make sure that the cable management's tidy, and if you've got like an empty case like I have at the moment, it shows up. So having it in a different place or chained is much better. But anyway, let's get on and test them out so you can see what it looks like. Right, as you can see, I've got the old Thermaltake, well, these are not really old, but these are the Thermaltake boxes, and they've all been connected and interlinked together, and I didn't really need to even have a new box or use the 9 box. So I could use the 9 box if I wanted to, but I have got more than 9 devices on there. Actually, I've got 9 devices. Oh well, it didn't matter. The other box is obviously for syncing with MSI motherboards or Acer or not Acer, Asus, or with Gigabyte. But I didn't need to do that because I've already got the boxes in here as well, so it works off your old school connection, if you want to call it, which is not that old because only last year's. But I've got all the cables connected in, and I've got the RGBs connected, and I've got a load of peripheral cables left. But so we're going to turn this on so you can have a look at what the RGBs look like on the actual case, because that's the whole point about this video. And obviously it looks nice, and they're all synced together as well. So everything that's going on with the fans in here, or these are synced, but I haven't got them synced up at the moment, but they are synced. That one's synced at the back there, and that's going with these fans. So the RGB fans are still synced up with the other software. So there's a review on the software that I've done before for Thermaltake, and it works with the same software with the RGB strips, the AIO, the reservoir, whatever you want that's to do with RGB lighting, it will definitely sync up. As you can see, they're very vivid, they're really quite nice, and it's nice to see that you can have individual colours compared to other RGB manufacturers that do RGB strips or RGB fans. You don't get this sort of like look, and this case and this motherboard is not RGB compatible with obviously Thermaltake. Even though this is a Thermaltake case, this is not synced up with any of these lights or whatever, but the new case is, and the other stuff is, and it's awesome. Like that, you can have all your build. You can turn it off if you don't really like RGBs, but if you want to influence people or show them what you can do with a bit of RGB lighting, because obviously it doesn't add for more performance or anything like that, it just adds a bit more voltage. But yeah, it looks cool though, don't it? So leave your links in the comments down below what you think. It's good that Thermaltake have come up with the box, a flatter box, which is here, with a SATA connector, and it's good that you can connect 9 devices overall. So if you're using this for an AIO water cooled build, not AIO water cooled build, a custom water cooling rig with all the RGBs, water blocks RGB'd, CPU water blocks RGB'd, the LED strips are RGB'd, the Thermaltake power supplies RGB'd, like literally everything RGB'd. You can definitely just use this like flat box or connect another flat box to it, and it just means that more nicer cable management, and it's nicely spread out and stuff. Other than that, subscribe, share and like, and I'll see you next one. Thanks for watching.